Purpose. Now, recently I was in a bit of a rut in my self-improvement journey, and the reason for this was mainly because of school and me being very busy with that, and I was also sick and a lot of other things. And so I just didn't really have much time to work on anything that sort of things that gave me like a real sense of purpose, right? Sense of meaning, like this YouTube channel, me giving advice to people. I know it kind of seems a little silly, but at least for me, this gives me a sense of meaning. It gives me a sense of like accomplishment that I am trying to give people some decent advice. So why did I enter this rut? It was a lack of purpose. Because when you enter a rut, it's just you getting lost on your self-improvement journey, and your purpose is the roadmap. If you're trying to get in shape and lose weight because you have kids and you want to be there for them, you want to be healthy for them, that's your purpose. But when you cheat on your diet, or if you don't exercise for a while, that's you falling into a rut, right? But you're just getting lost on the path. What it takes is reminders of what your purpose is. It takes you to actually look at the map that's right in front of you, to look at your purpose, to look at what the reason you started this journey. You need to have a why. You can't just be doing things just to do them. You have to have a reason to do it. So how can we find a direction? How can we find this reason? Well, the truth is that if you really want to start something, if you want to start working on something that will make you feel purposeful, make you feel that you have a direction in life, you have to look within yourself. You have to look at ask yourself this, or write it down, literally write it down. What are the gifts that you have that you can share with other people? I'm not even kidding. Write this down, right? For me, I always realized that I'm pretty decent at I've always enjoyed explaining concepts to people, right? I know I might not be the most well-spoken person on earth, but I've always had an inclination to teaching and explaining things to people. Sometimes my friends will say I'll over-explain things sometimes. I remember there was one time I explained to my friend's girlfriend, like, step by step how to change a tire. Like, I literally made a guide in my head of like how to change a tire, and I literally walked her through every single step of how to change a tire. When I literally could have just said, take the lug nuts off, take the tire off, like, jack it up, take them off, put the tire back on. Oh yeah, I could have explained it in literally like less than a minute. But I just enjoy explaining things to people. So what is your thing? What is something that you, as a kid, right? Because as an adult, everything gets skewed. As when you get older, everything gets kind of twisted around. You get confused of what your purpose is, right? So as a kid, what was something that you knew that you just felt a draw to? You just felt a desire to be a part of a specific thing, right? What was it? And that thing, that inclination that you have for that natural feeling of purposefulness, I believe that that's your purpose. I believe that that is one of the things that God put you on this earth to do. And it's not just one, there's many things that God put you on this earth to do. For you, that natural inclination is making videos, is talking about concepts and trying to give advice and to try to teach people things. And so I am attempting, at least, I believe I'm on the right path here, of going through this layer of my purpose of teaching. In the future, it might be completely different. I don't know. But for right now, I believe that my sort of purpose, my natural inclination is making these videos. For you, it could be something completely different. That's, I believe, the real source of the best motivation you could ever have, right? Because frankly, this video took some discipline for me to sit down and record, right? But now I'm doing it, it's much easier. But that took some discipline. But a lot of times, usually, like this is the exception. I'm extremely tired. I had a massive workout, all these excuses, right? But I still sat down and recorded. But most days, I just have a drive to do this. This is what I love to do. I love doing this. I love making these videos, right? You will never experience this level of motivation unless you do something that you truly feel is your purpose. Basically, just follow your heart. That's the biggest thing you can learn from this video is follow what your heart says. I know it's kind of like a cliche deal, but you'll know deep down like what's a right or what's a wrong decision when you make that decision. You'll know deep down. That's all I got for today. God bless you and stay wild.